Assalamualaikum. I just want to ask some simple question, which is the first one. Is it okay for us to teach negativity surrounding, as example, in our workplace or our company or our class? And the second one, how we want to be able to give the forgiveness to others that have made a huge mistake to us, that bring the trauma to me until now. Because I've learned that in order to us to reach the calmness, one of the way is to give forgiveness to others. So that's all.
Bismillah, mashallah, thank you. Very nice question. So the first one about, or the second one, I'll go with the second one first because I can't remember the first one right now. Forgiveness is very key to healing, and some people will hold on to a trauma for many years, and it stays locked inside of you. And then until you can actually, either you face the person and you explain it, or even if you don't have, maybe they're gone now, maybe you cannot even face that person anymore, but in your heart, you find some way to forgive them, you will, most people report they'll feel an immediate weight lifted from their chest, like they feel much more calm, much more relieved, because that fight is now not your fight anymore. You're no longer involved in that battle. You've left the battlefield. As long as you stay in a confrontational mindset and like, this person wronged me, they harmed me, then you're still in the battle. Even if the person's gone, you're still fighting that battle. And so you have to find some way to leave it. I mean, it's very, very difficult. I agree. It's not easy to do. Very, very difficult. And you have to kind of be someone of really, it's tawfiq from Allah. It's Allah's blessing if you can get to that level of forgiveness. And the Sahaba had that ability. The companions of the Prophet ﷺ, they had that ability to forgive people, even in the moments of like really difficult things they went through. And of course, the Prophet ﷺ was the ultimate example of that. He goes back to Mecca, Yawm al-Fath, and he says, "La tathrib alaykum al-yawm." You won't be. There's no harm against you. Even though the young Sahaba, they were like, "We're going back to Mecca. We're going to slaughter these people. Al-yawm yawm malhama." Today it's going to be a butcher house. And the Prophet ﷺ, he turned and said, "Bal al-yawm yawm marhama." Today is a day of mercy. We show kindness to these people who gave us just negative and trauma, and they fought against us. Because I think he knew there's no healing if you cannot be that forgiving person. It'll just get stuck in your mindset, get stuck in your heart, and then it affects the whole society. So if you can find a way to forgive, and again, it's not easy, I acknowledge that. But you have to you rely upon Allah, you ask Allah for strength in those moments to be able to do it. And you might have to, in your mind, you might have to go through that exercise a few times before you're really convinced. What was the first question? Oh, ditching the negativity in the office, right? Or in the workplace. Yeah, I think you need to remove yourself from negative forces around you. If you find that things are very draining for you, you're not able to focus, it takes you down a dark spiritual path, you need to get away from those influences as much as you can. The question I do get, though, is, okay, I have a friend, and this friend is drinking, they use drugs, they go to the club, and they want to hang out with me, and I'm the only Muslim they hang out with. So I should at least hang out. Should I just cut this friend off and not talk to them anymore, or what should I do? And I agree, in that situation, you may be the only positive force for that person. So your presence will be very helpful to that person, but at what cost? You need to always check yourself. Is it costing you your own spiritual health? Then you'll have to remove yourself for some time, or maybe only see that person once a week when you can handle it, and then go back and focus on making sure you are protected spiritually.